My name is Reggie Fils-Aimé. I'm about kicking ass, taking names, and here at Nintendo, it's about the games.
Oh, I call that one the Nagasaki. Because when you're done, everybody goes, ooh.
I respect all races equally highly.
And lowly. No, I'm kidding. I love the Japanese. I mean, it's Nintendo for crying out loud.
And
okay,
now,
all right,
we've got two games to cover.
Terrible jokes aside, we have some legitimate stuff to talk about here.
Okay, and for me, I would feel extremely obligated we feel really weird if I didn't cover this.
Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, this channel is 5/8 of this franchise. So...
Sonic Boom!
Yeah, Sonic Boom. We've got Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom.
Crush 40 version is... you know what? I like all of it. I like all of it.
Oh, there he goes, all being Sonic fanboyish.
Sonic Boom, the third exclusive for the Nintendo Sega deal. We got Wii U and we got 3DS. Now, this game, obviously, for those of you who don't know, it's a big departure. This is a Western one, made by Big Red Button. Former Naughty Dog and Insomniac staff are on board for this one. And now that we're starting to see a little bit more gameplay of it, you can see the Ratchet and Clank, somewhat Jak and Daxter inspirations for this.
You can see the PS2 deliciousness oozing out of it.
So this one's going to be like a mix it looks like, okay, here's the problem with when it came to the fans, and this is me studying what the fans have think. A lot of people aren't liking that this game is kind of focused on a beat 'em up gameplay perspective.
Suck it up. I'm sorry.
Well, we have 3 sections apparently for this game. One, speed tunnel platforming session, the adventure mode, which is that beating up and accessing different areas, and the third one, which is like boss battle and strategies and stuff.
Okay. I'm going on the record here, alright? So take notes. Or type or whatever you do.
No, I've taken too many notes.
The notes, they're overflowing everywhere. No, okay. I am not what you could call a Sonic fan, okay? I like Sonic. I definitely enjoy the music. You'll catch me playing Can You Feel the Sunshine and Live and Learn all the time. The thing is, though, like, I can't say that I'm a Sonic fan because I haven't really been there since the beginning, so to speak. Like, I haven't consistently stuck with him.
What's fine. Anybody can be a fan.
I played the first Sonic. I mean, like, to the Sonic fan base, I'm not a fan. To whatever.
That's Sonic elitism.
Yeah, that's elitism, whatever you want to call it. The 2 games that I really played the franchise and how I look at the franchise is actually I should say 3. We have Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. We have Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the Nintendo GameCube. And we have Sonic Generations. And that's what, when I think of Sonic, that's what I think of. So looking at this, basing it off of the Sonic that I know and the departure that it's making from the platformy stuff to this beat-em-up stuff, it's okay.
It's a spin-off.
You will live, Sonic fans.
This is the best we're gonna get it because
I'm not, like I said, I'm not what you would call a Sonic fan, and I'm stoked out of my mind for this game.
Yeah, even if you're, I mean, I'm all for the optimism about the game, which I'm excited for. I do like it, but
it looks hilarious.
If this thing does tank, if this thing does fail, which every game has the possibility to do so, this is a spin-off series.
It's not canon.
This isn't the main Sonic. This is
not
a different
Sonic 06.
This is a different Sonic canon that you're free to follow because this thing's getting its own TV show on top of it.
Its own universe, own animation
merchandise,
style.
TV. It's getting the whole spiel, the whole Western spiel. Because Japan apparently is not getting a hold of this. They won't. Even though they're working with Sega and a little bit of Sonic Team for the Sonic game, this is all American or all the West.
Well, I'm okay with that because that means Sonic Team is getting a break from
to either work on things when it comes to the games because we have a rocky
past
timeline, but even with Lost World, which was it's weird because Lost World was very polarizing with fans. A lot of if you either love it or you hate it, and this one apparently seems to be splitting us even more. You're talking about a game that's polarizing. This is a game that's straying a bit much away from the speed-heavy platforming, which the platforming is there. It's there, and Sonic is still fast, and he's speedy.
You say polarizing, I think Titanicing. We've got the butt end of the people stuck up in the air, and I'm talking about you elitists.
Sonic Retro.
And we've got the rest of us drowning in your negativity.
Which, we'll get over that with time, and this is why I'm hoping Sonic Boom will be a success. And from what it looks like it's going to be. The beat-em-up mechanic looks fun, it looks exciting, and the enter beam mechanic, using it as a rope, using it as a tether to pull shields and, establish boss fights and stuff like that. It looks fun.
Stuff.
Yeah. Sonic's able to spin dash up certain things to get, to higher areas. Knuckles climbs. Amy's kind of like limber or flexible or like, gymnastic-ish or whatever. Tails can fly, has mechanics. This is the game that a lot of people were looking for in the sense, those of you who are still fans of the Friends. I know we've had Friend Overload before, Sonic Heroes. But this is the best. This is the best we're gonna get. This is and you can go to Sonic when you want to because it has drop-in, drop-out co-op play similar to the Lego titles.
Boom.
You can join if you want to.
Sonic Boom.
Yeah, boom. Sonic Boom. You can join in. They haven't elaborated much on this 4-player challenge mission co-op thing that they've were mentioning.
My curiosity is this local or online co-op?
So far it's local. They haven't. I don't think they've established much online. I think the online will be the 2-player part. The 4-player part, I don't think will be online.
Well, no. That's what I mean, though. Like, for example, can you and I play? That's my question, though. Like, not necessarily like, can I have a friend and you have a friend and then both of us get in a party? I'm talking like, can you be Sonic and I be like Knuckles, and just play online together? And I don't know.
According to the story missions, they're built to offer certain characters in times. There was a cutscene footage of Tails and Amy going one way, and Sonic and Knuckles going another. So I'm not quite sure what that elaborates when it comes to 4-player, doing separate things at the same time. But the world is built to be a multiple pathway thing. Like they were showing it off. You can run through. There was a section with Sonic and Amy. You can do the Amy part, which is elaborating on like tight walk beams and stuff like that to get to the next area. Or there's the Sonic way, which is a homing attack chain across enemies to get to the side. So
and spin dashing,
and all that stuff, and all everybody has different
Sonic things,
Sonic things, and I'm blanking real fast, and but they're a lot of people are feeling polarized mostly because of Lyric, the new bad guy, the new snake robot bad guy. I
love that trailer that introduces him.
Yeah, he's like,
my god, it was so great.
You, and Sonic's just like jerks off to the side. Me?
He like points at himself like, me? Like, he's like looking around like, is there anybody else here?
Which, yeah, they didn't elaborate on. Apparently Lyric knows Sonic from something.
Or a hedgehog. Sonic's long lost grand uncle.
There's a concept art thing that we didn't see that's codenamed Shadow.
Yeah, Shadow's in it.
Shadow's in the TV show, not in the games.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we'll see because Sonic or Shadow is mysterious and dark. And
they said
edgy.
they said that when they bring him back into the show, they're not going to change much to his personality.
Oh,
which I'm hoping with the show's tone that it's going to be. He's going to be like comically dark.
Yeah.
And serious and broody and angsty, which I think is hilarious. It's going to be great for Shadow.
That's always a good, colorful character. Or I don't want to say colorful because normally, like I said, it's dark and gritty kind of humor. But at the same time, it's like, I want to say depressingly funny.
Yeah, it depends on what they're going to do with him. I want him to be the badass that he can be. Not with guns, but the badass that he can be without guns. Yeah, you can be badass without guns. So I want him to keep that.
Shadowfall comics series.
Yes, Shadowfall. He can do all that without needing guns. And I like that if they can keep his bad attitude. Oh, by the way, I think we're going to segue into the TV show. Then I'll go back to the games because you have to look at him as a whole. The TV show looks amazing.
It's a package, and it's a good-looking package. And I'm talking to the FedEx guy, of course.
The TV show trailer that they showed off was pretty funny because it's showing off the comedy of it. Like Knuckles with the clipboard. It's like, looking at Sonic, I think you would be a great sidekick for me. No, Knuckles.
No, man. No, you're going to have to get yourself back.
Tails is like, you're putting me in more danger. Sonic, the plan had holes.
You're trying to save me by putting me in more danger? Come on, man.
Had holes, so it's got funny stuff, funny skits. Eggman.
Obviously, it's leaning towards Sonic's arrogant cockiness.
Yeah,
but
that's Sonic though.
It looks really funny.
They're establishing characters for these people. People who kept thinking that Amy, Knuckles, Tails are these one-dimensional people. This is where you're gonna see a bunch of sides of them.
It's breaking away from your chain gang.
Yeah.
It's cutting them loose and letting them develop.
Speaking of cutting loose and showing like really awesome for it, Mike Pollock, who's been the voice of Eggman,
Boom.
he's like almost, I feel like,
Sonic
unanimously
Boom.
everybody's favorite Eggman voice actor. He's now he has the freedom to do what he wants. He's not restricted to the Japanese, dubbing over the Japanese talking for the Sonic games. Now he's on his own rant, and he's hilarious. He's as Eggman. It's like, I'll build a new robot with giant laser eyes who will feed me ham.
Evil ham.
He's like driving evil.
Driving away, just evil ham.
Because this time they animate the show based off his voice, not the other way around.
Boom.
So
Sonic Boom.
And now it's going to be great. The whole TV show looks awesome. It looks funny, and that's what we want to do. And you have to look at that. And then you go into the games, which is a prequel. They're two separate games, by the way. This isn't the Lost World case where they're the same, which I know we've established before, at least in the predictions video. The Wii U version...
Because they kind of dropped some of that information before E3.
They did.
Like days
there were
before.
Sonic fans, as rabid as we were, there was already Wii U and 3DS footage that was going to be shown off at E3, already leaked to us.
Yeah.
Before E3.
You guys are weirdos.
We're insane. And I love it. And, but the game, all in all, the Wii U game, to start with the Wii U game looks fun, and it looks exciting, and it looks like a change, because I look at Sonic as a franchise that I want to experiment, and, not like necessarily experiment. I want to grow up with it. I've been growing up with it since I was, a child.
And unfortunately, when people think of, or at least when publishers and stuff like that think of, growing up with these characters, a trend that you see a lot is they get darker and grittier and more quote-unquote realistic. And I feel like that's what was happening with the franchise up till 06.
Yeah.
06 was the 06 was the epitome of how dark and gritty your favorite
As much as I
characters can
hate
be.
that game, it's a cardinal rule in life. Sometimes in order for you to improve to your best, you have to hit rock bottom. And so
I mean, like, if we're talking like sea levels, you guys hit a negative.
we're in the fault where those kaiju showed up.
Yeah, seriously.
And
I mean,
you now we have the chance to improve. Sonic
and it's
Team
improving.
Yeah. We've had good games since 2010.
As long as it's not a remake of Sonic 06, it's an improvement.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
The 3DS version is a little bit different. By the way, yeah, they have their subtitles. I already told you. Rise of Lyric is the Wii U one. Shattered Crystal is the 3DS one, where Lyric has kidnapped Amy, because Amy, now being the expert archaeologist or whatever of this group, is now being kidnapped. Is kidnapped by Lyric for use of her knowledge for finding something.
Shattered Crystal. She's supposed to be the strong, independent type. Why is she getting kidnapped?
Yeah, it's a bit odd to Mario, but instead,
backtracking.
What makes it a little bit better is that they just kind of replace her with a different female character, Styx the Badger.
I don't know if that makes that better.
I know it doesn't make it better, but
don't worry, she's replaceable.
It nullifies the damage, saying that we're not getting rid of all the girls.
Yeah, I guess.
Styx and the 3DS one is a little bit more akin to the 2D platforming, and I know Sonic people like 2D platforming.
So you elitists can go suck a knob and get the 3DS one.
They'll still complain with the multiple playstyles. And what they dropped about the 3DS version is that apparently there's unlockable characters, which that doesn't make sense.
Wait, what?
There's the 4 that we know. Does unlockable character mean you rescue Amy
Sonic.
and you can play as Amy?
Boom, Sonic confirmed. Boom, Knuckles confirmed. Boom, Tails confirmed. Boom, Styx. Wait. There's more?
There's more?
Shadow. Mighty.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody.
Mighty the armadillo for the TV show.
I would love that.
I want him to be just like a, not a stoner, but like a lane back guy.
No, I want him to be a stoner.
Guys.
Instead of like smoking like weed, he's just like smoking sage and stuff, He's just, or not necessarily even smoking. Maybe he's just like...
Just chilled.
Yeah. Just extremely laid back and maybe a little lazy-eyed.
It'd be funny, but going back onto it, the Sonic Boom, while not a lot was showed, they just showed off Sonic Boom as a whole package. TV show, game, the 2 games, they showed off some merchandise, And all in all, this sub franchise,
some poorly made Sonic plushies.
Yeah, that's always happens
all the time.
Now this whole sub franchise on its own, I think, can stand. And obviously, I'll be here picking up the games day one, and I'll be tuning in on the TV show. And it all looks good. And
it's got me rattling behind it.
This is what we need for people like Michael and others who aren't Sonic fans to begin with. That's what we want. We want people to like and enjoy this franchise.
The thing about being a gamer is you want to share your passion with other people. And part of sharing your passion with other people is not being overly negative about your passion. And that's why we get CNN, we get the
Sonic
Fox
Retro.
News, we get Sonic Retro. Wow, we're really putting Sonic Retro on Fox News level.
Sorry, in my opinion.
But it's just, that's the thing though. Like, that's why we get put in a bad light. I'm not saying Sonic fans put us gamers in a bad light. I'm saying the attitude presented.
There's a difference between pointing out bad things in games. Like, obviously, I'm not going to enjoy playing 06 for the channel or whatever. There's a difference between pointing out bad things and letting it govern what you think later on.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go on a wild goose chase, or not goose chase, but like a witch hunt, looking for flaws, you're not asking for improvement anymore.
No.
You're at that point you're asking for problems to complain about.
Be open-minded and, accept things for what they are, because Sonic Boom is coming whether you like it or not.
I mean, I'm a perfectly normal Legend of Zelda fan, right? I don't actively go looking for things wrong with the franchise. There are things wrong with the franchise. I'm not denying it. Right? But I'm not going to go out pointing it out to everybody going, I love this game, and here's everything wrong with it.
Mm-hmm. 0 out of 10, worst game ever, don't buy.
But I will buy. And
I bought anyway, so now I'm angry and I'm going to complain on Reddit.
Seriously. And I'm going to make it the entire Legend of Zelda Reddit threads filled with negativity because I feel bad. Or I feel angry because I had to buy it.
I love us Sonic fans, though. Don't get me wrong. I've been to Sonic Boom, and I love hanging out with everybody else, but there's a side that we need to... There's a skeleton in the closet that we need to fix. And Sonic Boom is kind of going to force that out and see if we can confront it. So
hopefully there's some growth here.
Yeah. Because we have a... It's not like Sonic Boom... It's not like this game is going to release and then we just wait for the next one to be talked about. We have a TV show that's going to be following us for a while. So it's not like, we're going to... You can judge every episode. You can call out every bad thing a problem with it. Which I know there's already a problem because people are not liking the fact that it's skit-based. They're comedy skits, 15 minutes apiece. Not big action overarching stories. Which would be fun, but these are skits. And they're supposed to be funny.
Sonic X.
Yeah, they're supposed to be funny. Go watch Sonic X for overarching.
And dramatic.
Go play Sonic Adventure for overarching and dramatic. Which is good. Those games are great. But the comedy, because if there's one thing I want to do when growing up with the franchise is I want that character to grow up with me, which obviously I'm not one-dimensional. I don't want Sonic to be one-dimensional.
That'd be very, plain.
Plain.
Dooch.
Yeah. Which...
Pun intended.
Yeah. Sorry, Master Chief. You just gotta do a little bit more convincing for me.
Please?
Yeah. Aside from Sonic Boom, which I've said my piece, we're now covering one of our bigger titles anyway. At least, I'm holding up because I'm trying to figure out the right way to announce it. It's a title that everybody else has been waiting for, at least. Oh, right. I completely forgot before I'm thinking about it.
It was touched upon?
Touched upon?
I mean, you mentioned it.
Sonic Boom?
Yeah.
2014?
Yeah, no. I mean, you mentioned that you've been to Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom 2012 I went to.
Yes.
Not 13.
Because 13 was in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And, I didn't know Sonic Boom 2012 was at Comic-Con. I actually was at that Comic-Con, which is interesting now that I think about it.
Well, you had to buy tickets, and they weren't sold.
Still, though.
That was pretty exciting. Sonic Boom 2012 is definitely... Sonic Boom, in general, is the place you go to when you want Sonic fans in one place.
I think I don't know if it's coincidence that the biggest, Sonic event in North America is also what the show and this new games franchise is being
I know
named.
they've been utilizing the phrase Sonic Boom, as breaking the sound barrier, so that name's been...
There was
it's
a
the name
song called Sonic Boom.
There's a name of the song called Sonic Boom. It was remixed.
We horribly sang it, 10 minutes ago.
The conventions were called Sonic Boom, and the show is called Sonic Boom. Like in the... I guess like a... Here it is!
Like, bam!
It's new. Look at
your face.
Look at those gains from
Look at
Knuckles.
Look at the bodybuilding. I don't know. Look at the lack of leg day.
This is big. This is different. So take it as if. And I'm excited for Sonic Boom 2014 in New York. I'm definitely going to be trying to go out there and, once again, jump in head first into Sonic fandom.
Boom. Sonic Boom. I guess my joke's getting old.
But now we're done. We're done with Sonic
beating
Boom.
a dead hedgehog.
We're done with Sonic Boom. Now we're on to that other game. Okay. All right.
Can I?
Go for it.
Super Smash Brothers
For Wii U and 3DS.
For Wii U and 3DS.
Yeah.
Guess what we did Wednesday and Mark kind of redid on Saturday.
We did the Smash Fest.
That was interesting because I didn't get sunburned.
Yeah, the lines 4 hour long.
Oh, we were in line for 4 hours in the sun
For 4 minutes.
What do you mean? Yeah, literally 4 minutes of gameplay. I mean,
Worth it.
Technically 5 because then there's like the loading.
Yeah.
And the character selection.
Worth it.
But yeah, no, I was totally pumped for it. Like, I honestly went back to work the next day and everybody was like, "So how was it?" I was in line for 4 hours. Oh my god, really? Totally worth it. With a straight face, no smile, no snarky, sarcastic. I looked them dead in the eye and went, totally worth it.
And Super Smash went crazy this year.
It was pretty amazeballs.
They started off with a big epic fight between Satoru Iwata and Reggie. Some crazy Dragon Ball Z fist fight. You see them pick up the controller, and then boom, you see two Miis fighting out there. And they announced the Mii Fighters.
Yeah, that was pretty cool because Reggie's like, this is not some pre-rendered whatever. These are characters that you could play now. And
everybody was worried. I was too. I did not want Miis in the game.
I think we even said that during the impressions
video. We said
video.
it. We don't want Miis in the game.
Miis were a no-go for launch.
But of course, what did I do? I doubted, and now look.
You did it again. you mentioned YouTube app, and it happened, and you mentioned the Mii Fighters.
This one's good, though.
And they happened.
I mean, granted, YouTube for PS4 is good, but, not good like this. Because
That's what I got a Wii U for.
They introduced the 3 different Miis. The fighter, the sword fighter, and the gunner.
Yeah, I was curious, how would they make a playable Mii?
And apparently,
you hit them with a baseball bat from Wii Sports.
Which I'm glad they did not do. They just gave them the fighter abilities.
They gave them it's interesting too because then what's his name? Sakurai goes on quote saying, "You want all these characters in this game. You want." And
Lincoln gets sworn in.
Yeah, no, you want all these different people to show up. Well, guess what? Make them yourself. Make them yourself, and then you could put them in the game. I'm done with this.
Except for Captain Falcon. I want him back.
Oh, don't do that.
Come
on, don't do that. He's gonna come back. He's part of the original 12.
Good.
At least I would hope to think that that's what they're thinking.
Yeah. But
we're still missing some people too. We are.
But the Mii Fighters, they changed it so that you can customize the different special moves.
Yeah, they announced the Mii Fighters. They had this really. Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
Which kind of helped me when it came to when it comes to Smash. I'm more emphasizing fair fighting ground.
Yeah. What sold?
It's not available online.
What sold me on the Mii Fighters was that trailer, and showing how. You're kind of putting yourself in it and kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because I'm seeing it right now that I'm on my Wii U system, I'm friends with Mark. So when I go on Mario Kart, if Mark's at my house, he could still play as his Mii.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'm imagining the same thing where Mark can have his character at home kind of a thing where he might enjoy the brawler Mii. And then he comes over to my house and he's like, click on, play as Mark Lopez, Mii, and boom, he has his brawler on my system kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And it's not, like Mark was saying, it's not for online, so it's completely fair, because these characters are definitely by far the most customizable characters.
Which I think with them taking them offline means that they could potentially be broken.
Yeah.
So and this is a good balance between keeping the competitive people happy while also having some fun on offline.
Fun party game.
A fun party game offline. It's a good mix. Throughout Smash Brothers, we'll cover that other concept of theirs, but we'll go through the characters and what changes they were making to the game itself.
Yeah.
Because then, after the digital event, they threw in a teaser, which threw me off at first, which I'll explain it later, but they announced Palutena from Kid Icarus
Uprising. They had
Uprising.
this really, and excuse my language for this part, so bleep me out if you want, they had this really badass anime trailer with Link fighting Pit at first.
Which got really, yeah, it got pretty good.
It got really good. Link obviously kicks Pit's scrawny angel butt just to have his, babysitter come out and protect him.
And what drew me off...
Palutena comes out.
What drew me off was the... well, pardon the language, whatever. It's like the ass shot, the boob shot, and then the lustful anime face.
Yeah, that was weird. But I mean, at the same time, this is Bandai Namco that's helping co-produce this game.
I know, I remember this. I was like,
I have to
Kid Icarus Uprising didn't do this at all for Palutena.
I have to, constantly remind myself, okay, these are the people that brought us beach volleyball.
And Ivy from Soul Calibur.
And boob physics. I'm not going to complain about boob physics, but I'm just saying, they brought us boob physics.
I was just... I can't say I'm, for it or against it. I'm just a bit caught off guard for Palutena.
Yeah, it's definitely an anime moment where you're just like, huh?
I mean, I just don't think you do it to a goddess. She's a goddess. Zero Suit Samus...
For serious, bro.
Yeah. Just don't do it to a goddess. I mean, she doesn't look as bad in the actual game. She's not really an issue in that game.
But it's that trailer. It's just that trailer. Because and it's purposefully done.
Yeah.
They purposely do the butt, they purposely do the chest, and they purposely do the face. And it's not like an accident at all.
And what they didn't elaborate is that apparently Palutena's on the same plane as the Mii fighters. She wasn't said that she's not available online. She apparently is, but her special moves are apparently a special case like the Mii fighters.
Where I guess you would click on a set?
Yeah, the trailer was showing off a bunch of different things that she could do.
Or maybe, I don't know, this is speculation, of course, but maybe, I don't know who's familiar with Project M, but if you do a side taunt with Samus, not Zero Suit Samus, regular Samus, he'll switch different beams. So he'll go from the regular, beam... Huh? I'm sorry. She will go from the regular beam to the ice beam. And so I'm asking myself, are they kind of incorporating something similar where Palutena would do a side taunt and, switch move sets, so to speak? Because some of them look kind of like fire-based. And then some of them look, I don't know, astro-based. I don't know, space-related. Because then you had that comet, meteor fire move. I don't know. But that's, I don't know, shooting out speculations at this point, because we don't know.
So, as of right now, she's apparently all slated for the game, and it's exciting, which means that if Meta Knight comes back, that's 5 Sakurai characters.
Yeah, and boy does he love his characters.
And I'm fine that he's keeping it balanced as opposed to all Kirby or all Kid Icarus.
What's cool is they threw in Dark Pit at the end.
I'm a bit worried about that.
Yeah. Mark asked the question, is he going to be a side character? And
an assist trophy, a costume. If it's a playable character, that'll kind of rub me the wrong way. That's a clone.
That's a blatant clone.
That's a blatant clone. That's worse than Toon Link. That's a clone.
At least Toon Link has some aesthetic differences. And I wasn't able to see or play because I main as Link. So I haven't played around with the new Toon Link at all.
He wasn't in the
demo, unfortunately. But I'm curious as to if they've changed any of his moves. Just to kind of make him stand out a little more.
But they did Palutena and the Mii fighters, but then all of that got swept kind of under the rug real fast for the Smash Brothers Roundtable, where he started off with a trailer of
Waka 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 Waka.
Pac-Man.
What?
Pac-Man hungers for battle.
Yeah.
And that honestly surprised me because I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't.
Everybody joked around about it. That's what caught me off guard.
It's it's Namco Bandai. What if they threw in Pac-Man?
Yeah, exactly.
It was what they do for his moveset.
Yeah, it was always a joke. Yeah, like, yeah, totally Pac-Man.
I always picture it because the way Sakurai like markets and plays these games, I would just love it if he's like hearing these jokes and he's like, I'll show them.
But it's like, yeah, no, but the thing is, like, before starting production on the game, he said that he already made the list.
Yeah.
So from the beginning, he's had Pac-Man on the list.
And I'm excited because his moveset looked like something that was also an homage to not only Pac-Man himself, including his original Waka Waka form, but his representation of all the other Namco classics.
Which is cool, because, like, you know, you're seeing Dig Dug Galaga, you're seeing Miss Pac-Man? I don't know. You're seeing a bunch of different franchises just kind of thrown in his movesets. The only thing that rubs me kind of the wrong way is this isn't like a new character. This is a replacement character.
Yeah, I think it was shown off at the end of the trailer with Game & Watch there getting angry at him, apparently. Means that he's kind of replacing Mr. Game & Watch as like the pre-8-bit like mascot kind of thing.
Because Game & Watch, unfortunately, did not thrive like it did in Japan.
No.
It did not thrive here in the United States. I think there was a total of like 5 Game & Watch games actually released here.
To the point where they're rare to find.
Yeah, to the point where they're like triple to quadruple digits depending on condition and game. And it's insane thinking that... I mean, I definitely understand why, though. Because, I mean, honestly, if you walk to your random person up on the street and you go, what do you know about Game & Watch? They're going to go, Game & who?
Now try Pac-Man.
Yeah, you walk up to anybody of any age, and you go, Pac-Man. They're going to go, Waka 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 Waka? Right? They're gonna go, Paku Paku? Like, they know who he is.
And everybody's just, and you know, I'm excited mostly just for the concept, because they're milking that concept of fight between Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, and Pac-Man.
They're going through the mascots.
The biggest pioneers of the gaming, you know, industry in the time are now budding.
Kind of?
Kind of. Obviously not, like, the foundations of, not like Nintendo, but I want to say platforming, but Pac-Man isn't really a platformer until later on. But,
and Pac-Man World,
but basically, like, big mascots that people know kind of thing. Obviously, people know Link, people know Pokemon and stuff like that, but people know Mario, people know Sonic, people know Mega Man, people definitely know Pac-Man. And now the 4 of them are duking it out.
Well, at the same time, they're all from different entities.
Entities, yeah.
You know, we have Mario as like a Nintendo representative. We have Sonic as the Sega representative. We have Mega Man as the Capcom representative, because I definitely didn't want Frank West in there.
Yeah.
And we have Pac-Man as the Namco representative.
Boom. That's a lot of people.
There you are.
And
I think that's the way to say it, because honestly, I don't see it like they're the pioneers, the major pieces, because
I just mean like when it comes to the people that obviously are all well known in that sense.
If you want to, it's just the thing is I don't see Mega Man overshadowing some of the other franchises like Pokemon.
Yeah,
everybody knows who Pikachu is.
Yeah.
So like,
then it's
Pikachu,
best to look at them as representatives from different companies.
Yeah, because like Pikachu would totally shadow. I want to say Pac-Man. You think of yellow and you think of
there's
cute
the glory
red
of the
cheeks.
game. You can pit Pac-Man and Pikachu together
and see who the better yellow blob is.
Yeah, there we go. So that was exciting, and after being a bit caught off guard for the surprise, I'm excited that Pac-Man's in there.
You want to know another surprise? It's called an amiibo.
Amiibo figurines.
Amiibo.
The Skylander Disney Infinity things.
No, they are the Disney and Skylander killers.
Killers.
That's what I'm gonna call them, because boy, am I ready for them.
It would have been cool, because when I heard about the figurine, I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? That'd be right. Nintendo would have plenty of franchises to sweep Disney and sweep...
Because, everybody knows who Mickey Mouse is, but Mario, and we're going to get really, bleepy on this thing, bitch slaps Mickey Mouse.
In the field of video games.
Yes! Yeah, well, obviously.
Because these are video games we're talking about, so, families can try and convince themselves to go and get the consoles for the Disney Infinity game, but the people who know Nintendo already have that console or whatever, and they'll buy the collectibles.
I am going to be rabid about every single character. And when I thought about this whole figurine interactive thing, I always thought of it as a flippin' joke.
You know what scared me, but then fixed me, was that we would need a peripheral.
Yeah, Yeah, I thought about that too, because then it's like, well, what kind of port are they going to use? It's actually already built into our gamepads.
Yeah, with plans next year though to release a peripheral for the 3DS.
And we alluded to that part previously.
Mm-hmm.
That in the previous
cross hardware.
Yeah, cross hardware. 3DS will be receiving support for it too. And these characters, there are going to be different versions of Mario, kind of like how there are different versions of Spyro.
But they do work for different games. They're cross games.
Yeah, so my same Smash Brothers version of Mario will work in my Mario Kart.
Mario Kart 8 does support the Amiibo.
Yeah,
Mario Party.
Mario
Yoshi's
Party.
Woolly World.
There you go.
So many games already.
And then at the same time, my Mario Kart 8 version of Mario should work in Smash Brothers.
And for you collectors, they've established that they're working on every character in the Smash Brothers roster getting a figure.
There you go. And there's at least 33 characters now.
Yeah, including the big ones. We got Pac-Man, we got Sonic, we got Mega Man. You're going to see those cool little figurines.
Then I'm going to ask myself, what about Sonic?
Yeah.
Will Sonic receive some sort of support in his games?
Who knows? Because
that's like around the same time Sonic Boom is supposed to come out.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't said anything about Sonic Boom supporting Amiibo.
Because, the first 20 characters that they said that...
The first game that's going to be launching with Amiibo is Smash Bros. For Wii U in the holiday.
That's why we kind of held off on that news, because they're kind of paired together. It's not going to be officially at launch until the game that has them all.
It supports Mario Kart 8, but we won't be seeing that until at least the holiday this year.
Yeah, so most likely around the same time.
Frantic Christmas shopping.
Oh my god, I am so ready.
Those figures.
Seriously, I saw people going pretty rabid about, the Disney Infinity, with Elsa and stuff like that, for Frozen when it came out. I saw people getting rabid over the Skylanders, too.
This one actually should be pretty tame, because they're launching with 10 of the figures. If they launched with the full roster, that would be...
crazy.
Hell.
Yeah,
to collect, to get them.
And the whole processing power to it is that these things are self-learning, I want to say. They have the concept behind them is they have a microchip. So technically speaking, you don't need the figure. All you need is the platform that they're standing on.
Which don't take them apart.
No,
they look really
please
cool.
don't. They do look really cool. Mario with his fireball.
Yeah, it's all their Smash Brother poses kind of thing. So.
But they're self-learning. So, with Smash Brothers in its version, you put him on the pad and he comes to life in Smash Brothers and he fights with you. And the more you fight with him, the more he learns, the stronger he gets.
He levels up, and what he fights and who he fights alter his leveling up abilities, because it was showing off this chain where, okay, Mario's specials now have more kick, or kind of thing like that.
And what's cool about that is all that data, all that leveling up and learning it does, transfers back to the little microchip that's on the base of the character, and saves.
I'll go to Michael's house and I'll beat him up with my level 50 Pac-Man.
I don't know. Yeah,
Pac-Man amiibo.
A Donkey Kong.
Yeah. And I love that trailer thing with Reggie when he introduced the amiibo. It's like, now I always thought Mr. Iwata could never beat me because he won by using the amiibo. Mario.
Yeah, he summoned the Mario amiibo and Mario kicked his butt.
Yeah, because the level cap apparently for Smash Brothers is level 50. And apparently what he was advertising is that it gets stronger than a level 9 computer.
Yeah.
So that's your ultimate training buddy. Imagine, you first get the game, you get an amiibo figure, and you're going to fight and train with him, kind of thing, this whole time.
So you're constantly learning with him. That's kind of cool.
And it's going to learn and adapt to you and other opponents, too.
Because you get to a point in Smash Brothers, if you're playing competitively, of course, where level 9s are a joke.
Yeah.
And the only competitiveness you'll get is with other people that also have level 9s that are treated as jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And so at this point now, it's like it's almost like the perfect marriage of competitiveness training, and keeping it tame.
And Reggie was all like, I always thought Iwata wouldn't beat me without resorting to a little magic. In which case, I'm right. He cheated.
Gotta love good old Nintendo of America.
And they got into a little bit more in the details when it came to Smash, when it came to the character customization. Now, I was wrong in thinking that apparently, so far, it's not adding parts to your character. It's giving them items like shoes and gloves that don't actually show up on the fighter, but it affects your stats, and it's a checks and balances thing.
So I might get a little kick in my punches now, or I'm sorry, in my case, my sword stabs, but maybe my walking speed is a little slower.
Yeah, your items move around this little predetermined circle of attack, defense, and speed. Like, if you're raising your defense, obviously the attack and the speed ones will shrink to make up for this defense that you're adding. And so now, all of a sudden, it was showing it on a Mii fighter who he was giving custom parts to. He was increasing the speed, which now he was given the nickname Quickster, but obviously that green part grew, and the red and blue, the attack and defense, shrunk, which meant he's not going to have a bigger kick, and apparently he's going to be probably, lightweight or something like that.
Wait, what color was on top?
Huh?
What color,
What
so
color?
to speak, was on the top portion of this triangle?
The top portion of the triangle was green.
Oh, it was green.
He was
man.
upgrading the green part, which was speed. He got high-speed shoes.
Oh, man. I was really hoping that there was some sort of Legend of Zelda nod there.
Nah.
Because color-wise, like, red would be on top, the right part would be green, and the left part would be
I'm sorry,
blue.
did I say triangle? It was a circle, like a pie chart.
Oh, it was a circle.
Like a pie chart. And the way it's
But
going to
there's
work...
only 3 attributes, so that's still a triangle.
Yeah, essentially. But the way it works is that you're going to find, like, high-speed shoes that give you plus 22 to speed. But later on, you could find high-speed shoes that give you plus 38. So the same items that get stronger. And apparently there's a mechanic where you can sell those items. You don't know what they're going to buy.
I'm imagining the coins, because the coins have always stuck around.
Well, no, you can sell them for coins. I'm just curious what it's going to be used. Probably like an equipment shop.
Well, yeah, there's possibly an equipment shop, but then I'm also thinking, like, Smash Brothers Brawl, though it had its competitiveness flaws, I will say, had it really cool with the little coin effects. Like, you play through the levels, you collect coins and stuff like that, and you go back and you use the coins in a kind of mini-game thing to collect your trophies.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hope they do something like that with this kind of coin thing.
They didn't say if that thing was going to be used online or not. So, this could be a thing that's...
I doubt it would be. Because
since they're doing a checks and balances thing, it could potentially make its way into online. It's like, oh man, I'm fighting a really heavy Mario. Which means his attacks are probably weak or something like that. I'm not sure if they would. Because they're doing a checks and balances thing, obviously, to keep it from being broken.
Progress, though. I'm sorry, but that would. I mean, they're striving to make this game a party game, but they're striving to get that competitive crowd. And by doing something like that and making it an online feature...
I could see it, how about this? I could see it in the for fun part.
Yeah, okay, then I would see it.
Not for glory. Yeah, we for fun.
Yeah,
for
no,
glory.
I see that now.
Okay, let's try for fun. With items on, crazy stages. Why not some
customization?
And they're not broken apparently. This checks and balances system is going to fix that.
All right. Okay. Well, I could see it in for fun, but if it's like for glory, where you have
for glory, I think it's going to be bare
rankings
bones
and stuff like that, like that's where it kind of gets ridiculous.
Yeah. So, when it came to Smash, I think we almost got everything covered.
We're pretty covered at this point. We got Smash, we got the Amiibos, and we got Sonic Boom.
Yeah, Smash, Amiibos, Sonic Boom. I'm trying to remember if I missed anything. They went into... Oh, we actually, finally, now that we can give you at least the impressions of the gameplay, now that we've seen it, and now that... Oh, right, the Invitational. The tourney that they did, which I thought was very fun. If you haven't seen it, it's available now. A big tournament where they showed off the top players playing Smash.
I saw a few parts of it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see a whole lot because I didn't care. I didn't care because nobody picked Link.
Nobody picked Sonic.
Yeah, so I don't know. For me,
you watch it for that golden moment when somebody first used Mega Man's Final Smash.
Yeah, no, that was intense. The crowd went wild,
and that was our first time seeing it, like
in action. Yeah. So for me, I wasn't necessarily like. I don't care, because I did end up going home and like watching the final match. I watched the first 2 to 3 matches and stuff like that.
Won.
Surprise, right? 0-1.
Actually, I was.
Really?
0-1.
No, I wasn't surprised about 0 winning.
Oh.
That guy's a prodigy.
Yeah, he's insane.
But yeah. No, because apparently not Zero Suit Samus, but regular Samus is the broken one.
According to Sakurai, who went on record saying that. But obviously... the Smash Fest that we did at Best Buy and this invitational tournament would probably give him a lot of information when it comes to working on fixing the tweaks of this game. Yeah. Because we also didn't cover the 3DS version went kind of delayed to October 3rd.
Which I don't want to say is lame, because I'm still getting my Smash Brothers, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned that happening. I was saying not necessarily that it was going to be delayed, but when they said fall, I said late fall, like August. Like I was expecting it August.
Yeah, when they said summer, I was like, okay, you're either going to do it late summer or probably just into fall.
like barely fall.
And so it wound up being, I guess, pushed back into mid
to like mid fall. Yeah, which
I'm all for. I've stated it before.
Okay.
If it fixes this game, if it gets this game in top notch, top shape, because I played it and it looks great. If that thing's in top shape, then that's all. That's all the more for.
There are things to work on. I mean, I don't know if it's a hardware issue or a software issue that they could fix. But when we were at Best Buy, unfortunately, the version that we were playing, the 3DS version at least, was suffering from what we were told was like interference from other electronics
in the Best Buy. So we got a very, very laggy game, and we couldn't get an accurate impression of it.
Awfully laggy game, and so we weren't able to get an impression. I tried playing as Mega Man, and I couldn't do anything. I tried recovering with an up A. I'm sorry, an up B, and up A. No, I was trying to recover with an up B, and it lagged out so bad I didn't end up using the up A, or god dang it,
B.
the up B, until I was already like too far gone.
But as I went back into the Saturday one and played the 3DS one that was a lot cleaned up, and it played a smooth 60 frames per second the whole match, and it was fantastic. By the way, yeah, we'll get into the actual gameplay of it. Now, when they are saying that it's a mix between Melee and Brawl, they're very much correct. It's fast like Brawl, you know, with things like it's fast like Melee. I'm sorry.
There you go.
It's fast like Melee, but has the I guess the
coordination.
The coordination, because what I think Brawl was trying to go for was that it wasn't really combo heavy. It was about you just landing moves kind of thing. Oh, I did a side A and now he's over here. Okay, then I'm good. Instead of Melee where you have to strike him again, you know, keep following him, push him into a combo, which some
Until
people
he
like
falls off the plane.
Yeah, so, and I found it's a very good mix. So it's fast, and you can do things like, I was looking into the specifics, somebody was doing successful dash dancing.
Oh, what?
Yeah. In the 3DS version, it's literally impossible to do, though, but somebody was doing it with Wii Fit Trainer, like just kind of holding the stick and kind of moving it a certain way, and Wii Fit Trainer was kind of dash dancing.
Oh my god.
And Mega Man was doing it in the Wii U version.
Oh my god.
I think it's harder to do. There was also apparently a mechanic, like if you air dodge in the air and land, there's a bit of a lag, which apparently we can't wave dash anymore. But according to the competitive players, that's a good thing, because now you can be punished for doing that. Which instead of making yourself fairly invincible, if you air dodge in the air and you land, there's gonna be a segment of time before you can get your shield back up, which means that the opponent has plenty of times to move in for a hit. So they kind of like it in that it kind of punishes you for not abusing the system,
but playing it defensively. Like overly defensively. It's okay to play defensively.
So you can't air dodge to avoid an attack into the ground and into your shield. There's going to be a lag in between that where you can hit them and take advantage of it.
And hopefully get pummeled.
Yeah. You can actually set up some fine combos. I'm playing as Sonic, by the way. I was playing as Sonic, and my dash attack was different, but I was able to follow up with...
Because we're used to Project M.
Yeah, I'm used to my forward A air being the meteor kick. Now it's the spinning thing that he has in Brawl, which, it's fine, but I was able to follow into combos. Sonic has no KO power, by the way. I'm trying, but...
That takes more getting used to, because, like, for example, with Link, he doesn't have much KO power either, with the exception of, like, 2 moves.
They changed his up B on the ground, I saw.
Oh, I didn't.
You know how your up B on Project M would probably knock people off, would sweep people? His doesn't. He kind of spins, but it's going in, like, different levels, not just straight. But I don't think it has much KO power this time.
See, unfortunately, we didn't get any invitational footage, and the only... From what I remember when I was playing was, like, it was 4 minutes worth of time. And so I don't think I got a chance to actually use my up A, or my ground up A.
Going back, we were stuck on the Pilot Wing stage and Skyloft, so I couldn't really get an accurate bearing on, like, my ground to kind of follow up with combos, because I don't know those stages.
The fact that we were being rushed and everything didn't really help.
Yeah, they're different, they were changed, so, but when I went back on Saturday and actually did Battlefield with Sonic, Mario, and the other guys was Link, and the other guy was Bowser.
Yeah.
And now I was getting more accurate ground on what Sonic could do and what the other characters were, and I gotta tell you, it's really fun.
So, to wrap things up, I'm going to leave this with a question for you guys. Maybe we'll go, like, into a poll or something like that, or maybe, I don't know, maybe a hand count.
Yeah.
But who went to this invitational? Who pre-ordered the game at the invitational, and who got the advertised item
Oh, right, we're curious. We're
Yeah.
apparently picking up our coin the day of.
Yeah, because we were told, or at least it was advertised, the first 70 people that show up get a special coin.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got there, they went, actually, everybody gets a gold coin, but you have to pre-order it, and you can pick up your gold coin when you come pick up your game. It's like, okay, why did we show up 2.5 hours early? If we're not gonna be, we were part of the first 70.
I mean, my mindset was based on the game, but the coin was obviously another incentive.
I would have been fine waiting, just that extra hour or so, if it didn't mean having to leave work so early in such a frantic pace.
Yeah.
I left and was trying to do everything as fast as I could because I wanted to be part of the first 70.
But apparently everybody who pre-ordered got the coin.
Yeah, and so the 3 questions is, did you go? Did you pre-order while you were there? Did you get a coin, or do you have to wait until launch to pick it up? Mark told me that he went to the Saturday one as well as the Wednesday one, and they showed off said coin, but they did not hand out.
No.
So
the Nintendo rep had the coin. She
yeah.
was bragging.
Look what I got. No, I'm just kidding.
But I'm going to grab.
What I'll keep for my dad. Because Father's Day.
Yeah, I needed the coin for Father's Day.
Well, anyways, guys.
That's all of our E3 footage.
God, man, I feel spent.
I do feel spent. But we got it all out.
And E3 was great. We are actually, this week, we'll be doing something a little bit weird. I know that last week we did something weird where we didn't cover our games. We covered E3. And this week, I think we're going to be releasing all of our commentary stuff on, like, Monday or something like that.
Whenever they're ready, we're going to upload them as one big thing.
And as far as, like, this week's worth of games, I think I'm going to be doing Destiny's Alpha. Because Mark and I have PS4s and registered for said alpha. So we're gonna give it a whack.
And we'll show that off for you guys. But I'm a bit spent on this E3 footage, so I think we're gonna wrap it up. Smash I'm excited for, Sonic Boom I'm excited for, and there's a lot of games on
Legend
E3
of
that
Zelda,
I'm excited for.
all hail your E3 kings.
All right.
Nintendo.
With that, we'll be seeing you guys for the Destiny playthrough.
All right. I'm tired.
Have fun.
See you guys next time.